Good afternoon guys, it's Jenny here from Just Jenny Journaling. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a quick share of 3 new journals that I'm going to pop into my affordables section of the my Etsy store. A little peek at some ephemera packs I've popped together, and just to say that this will be these will be going in time for a flash sale that I'll be doing. Which starts tomorrow the 29th of November through to Sunday the 1st of December. So these will be part of the sale, and it will be 20% off of right across the shop on sort of journals and journal supplies as well. So I just thought I'd get these out in time to add to those. So these 3 beauties are called, I'm going to call them Floral Silhouette, and the reason being because of the fabrics that I've used with them. I just love how these have turned out. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll open one. So they're all fabric covered, but they're covered with a fabric that's obviously dark, but it's got the silhouette of the florals on them, which I think they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'll be doing more with this. And this one, so what I'm going to do, they're all Traveler's Notebook size, they all have 50 plus pages in, and what I'll be doing is I will just send them out as I go. I'll probably flip through one of them in detail and then flip through the other 2 very quickly, because they're quite a similar layout, but just, you know, obviously slightly different centers and things. This one has got like the sort of, is it almost William Morris design roses on it, which I love. So right, they're all Traveler's Notebook sizes. Let's go for this one. Let's just go for this one. So what I've done for all of them, let's pop these to one side. Not such a distraction, eh? Shall we try and do that? Shall we try and do that, guys? Yes, let's try and do that. And we'll bring some back in a mo. Right, so they're covered in fabric, and I've basically popped a little pocket right across the front and the back, a little place for popping bits and pieces in. So they're lined with paper, with a beautiful picture and scrapbook paper. And so this one starts off with the William Morris design. And these basically are sort of junk journal style, so you get a real nice selection of vintage and new papers. So you've got the music paper. This is from a stamp collector's book. Do we need to go any further? I don't know. Stamp collector's book. Vintage paper, music paper. This is a lovely, I don't know if you can see it, so it's just bits and pieces from my stash. Some pages are from other projects that I haven't used. This is like a Peter and Jane. I don't know if you can see how fun that is. So it's for writing. You know, I popped a bit of washi in. So there's all sorts of beautiful papers in here. But as I said before, the idea of this range is that to make them more affordable, you have beautiful pages, but I haven't spent a bunch of time embellishing them, because that's what really where the cost goes up. I've spent 2 or 3 hours embellishing a journal. So you've got the lovely pages in here, little features of interest, and I've done a little bit of stamping, so you can, they're ready to go. To be honest, ready to use right now for your journaling. I'm quite happy myself. I don't mind journaling around a picture, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. There's plenty of writing space. That's beautifully coffee dyed from one of my forest theme projects. Bit of vintage dictionary. Or you can actually embellish a bit further yourself, should you wish. But I think for general journaling, as a gift to somebody who doesn't know much about junk journaling, but I think it's a nice introduction. This is a really old, from the 50s, no 60s I think, or 70s. I have to get it out. My friend gave me this, and it's all about health products, like a Reader's Digest type thing about different health products. Vintage advertising. I've got a book with loads of those beautiful pages in, but I thought they'd be fun in here. Bit of a side collage from another project. That's the centre. Vintage botanical, and on the other side you've got the vintage botanical that you can colour in yourself should you so wish. Okay, so they're all very similar in layout. So what I'll do is oh, that's beautiful. Really like that. That's from a Dulux catalogue, Dulux paint catalogue that we have loads of because my husband's a painter decorator. So this is from a book about Victorian shopping, this little one, little page. This was from a project I did for about just lots of lace and Victorian images. You can see that. How lovely are those old chocolate boxes. Of the William Morris with the vintage botanical. I love the way this page looked with the wrapping paper. I also have a wrapping paper that I had that I love. I've just popped the end in there. That one. That's not. Was that supposed to be sewn in? Not sure, but I can clip it in. I can clip that in. Let's pop that there like so. And that one that got away. So if you like something a little bit eclectic, ledger design there, and especially with the in the sale, these will be a real steal. In fact, so that's the first one. So let me just pop over and get another one. So this one. And so again, it's got the William Morris inside. I don't know if you can see I've just popped a couple of these on because I wasn't sure. I liked the idea of tying more orange in. I was going to put that on there, but in the end, you know what, I didn't. So I'm going to just pop them in here in case you want to pop that on the front. You might like to, you might not. You might want to basically use that for something else. So very similar, but obviously different paint, you know, different. Similar but different, you know what I mean. Got a landscape for the centre. I just love that. Love the colours. Love the colours. See it now? This light's looking. It's a bit glary. Love these Cadburys. Oh, not chocolate. Pages. Dictionary page. A little bit of stamping. I love that side, the William Morris. And again, it's got the, what's the word, the pocket. Little pocket front and back. Okay, just slide things into. I haven't popped anything into them. So that's that one. And I might just send these out, not at random, but I'm going to list them as a, together. So I'll list them as they go out. See, that I felt worked. And you see what I mean about tying the beautiful warm colours in with the William Morris wallpaper. So I did pop that on there. Wasn't sure about the other one, so I kind of left it. So you can add that in one if you so wish. Music paper, Ladybird book paper. Couple of that. Last piece of that, this is from a book about astronomy, you know, for astronomers. I got this, I got one of these in a sale at Paper Chase, I think. No, Waterstones, and absolutely loved it. That's the last page of that. So more chocolate and more about, now which is that? The drawing room furniture. That's from the Victorian furniture book. No, shopping. Book on Victorian shopping habits. Stamp book, I love that. Oh! That one's got a, is that Venetian kind of landscape for the middle. You can see the washi. So, fun little books. Easy to pop it into your handbag. Add bits too if you fancy, to be honest, or leave as is. You can add your own stickers, any more washi. That was a page from another project that I found. I thought, you know what, I'll pop that in. So that's that one. And very finally, not very finally, it's a funny thing to say, isn't it? I've just popped together some of the floral sets that were really quite, yeah. So I've basically got 4 envelopes. I've made they're these glassine, are they glassine ones? And I've just collaged. So that's from an old Ladybird book, a little bit of lace, upholstery fabric. This is the reverse side of this fabric, and I shall be doing some in that colour as well. And I'm just playing around really, so I've popped that. And this is just a collage, just generally with fabric and bits and pieces. So in each of these, I've done 20 pieces of the, just about 20 pieces of this floral. Because I've got another pack, the bigger pack, as you know, and they're different colourways. I've done the bigger pack with some of these in, and different book pages and tea cards and everything else as well. But you may just want to have, you could use the envelope just to store. You could actually pop them into a journal. You could pop your envelope into a journal as a pocket. You could pop it in this way, couldn't you? Fold it through, whatever. So yes, each of these envelopes come embellished but filled with these beauties. Okay, a different selection of. So the only thing about these is I haven't inked them. I haven't inked them because I do feel that it gives you the freedom. So something like this, you might want to ink it in a kind of a sepia. You might want to have it hand torn like this, or cut a bit further. I put mine in, my collage is often hand torn, so that you might want to do sepia on the edges, or you might do like the yellow or the green, depending on your project that you're working with. So yeah, so each you have 20 pieces, different sizes, different colorways in the envelope. Okay, so I've done 4 packs of those. They shall be I shall pop them in. They'll go in over the weekend, so if it's not by when the sale starts, they will be in over the weekend while the sale's going on. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the sale. I'm just finishing off my design team project for Debbie Ann. So that's the lovely vintage sewing book. That will be coming up quite soon. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Bye.